Slovakia. I don't know what happened, but video has stopped. Like I said, when the internet shuts down, when your electricity shut down, all these things what you're gonna do. And mainly you independent women, what is going to be the effect on you? Now I have a baby mother, and I was talking, checking on my son. They stay in the next state, but it's not too far away. So I was communicating with them, talking about, checking on my son. And she was going over how she needs help, somebody to help her get the stuff out of the yard and all these things, because they have a lot of trees. And then she was asking her father, she need a man to help do this and do that. But I said to myself, I'm sitting there listening in the background on the telephone, you didn't have plenty of men. But you were too good for the men that you had. You wanted to be free, you wanted to be independent. You wanted to be happy, as they like to say. When they go to them divorce hearings. But yeah, man, that independent bullshit. I see these women standing in line, going out there trying to find food and all that shit. Wait till this shit really shut down, man. This is what this place really needs, Time to separate, It's time for a separation, man. The Lord is great about it. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai is about to do a great culling on the earth. And if you look at that word culling, man, it means it's going to get rid of. A lot of jakes going to get sent back to the spirit world, man. Not to mention all the tension that's going on, between the races and Democrat and Republican. It's just a great divide all over. And it don't take much of a spark to set this thing in motion, man. The fumes is already there. The killing is already set. We're really in a time of war. It just hadn't been announced. But we're in a time of war, man. Attack has already begun. Which reminds me too, I had a dream last night, and I'm going to bring that up. That in this dream, I was in some type of boarding school or something like that. I'm not sure what it was. And we was released to go back to homes, which was like in these hood communities. And I was back in one of my hoods that I grew up in. And it was a few angels that was there within those communities, man. Like the angels were living amongst the people, but you just thought they were regular people. Which goes to scripture telling you, that we don't, be careful, mindful how you treat people, because of might be an angel unaware. Well, this angel, they somehow the angels, they look at old sitcoms that we had back in the 80s and 90s, and in those sitcoms, there was a lot of messages with those sitcoms, their message for them to pick up on. And what else is in that dream? Oh yeah, one part of the dream too, they had this shit might be all over the place, man. Hopefully it makes sense. But they had this rabbit, they was doing an experiment on it, and they was giving it some type of milk. And then he'd go up there and lick the milk or the ice cream that was coming out of this dispenser. And we did one, he was just normal. Once he licked that milk, he had two different dispensers they gave him. Once he licked one, he was just normal, he carried on like a normal rabbit would do. But then they had him lick this other dispenser where he got his milk from. He became raging, man, became wild, And then a lot of us saw that, and they saw that, we were drinking and eating a lot of this food that had that chemical in it. And I myself was blessed because I didn't drink of that chemical. A lot of the people that around me did drink some of it. It was like a kind of fear because they knew that was going to happen to them. So we already know we're under attack, man, through our foods. we already know Esau Edom is and through these so-called vaccines that they put out. And I guess it's going to be a set time, man. All this stuff is going to kick off. It's going to pop off. That it's going to be a lot of turmoil, a lot of anarchy, a lot of division and fighting, man. But yeah, right here is just like a test, you know, and I kind of look at it as that, you know, I'm prepared to be like pilgrims on the earth, as the Bible says, you know, grabbing your bug out bag and, you know, making shit happen. That's what men do. We gonna always make shit happen. You know, we don't need all the comforts and things that women need, you know. A lot of these kids that's raised up under these women, man. These little niggas gonna suffer, man. 'Cause they ain't not gonna know what to do. They haven't been trained and raised up properly. They just as bad as the women now, man, because they're effeminate as hell, because they raised them where everything is about looks and being comfortable and all the time, you know. So once these comforts get snatched away, it's gonna put a lot of you Babylonians into a harsh reality. First, it's going to probably die off. It's going to be the sick, the elderly, that's on, you know, different type of medications, and, you know, it's on dialysis and chemotherapy or whatever. You know, that's killing them anyhow. That's a whole other story. But they're going to be the first to go, man, and they're very young. And like the Lord said, it's time, man. We're going to be, when food is not here, people will be eating their own kids, man, their own family, their own relatives. Yeah, that's going to be the harsh reality, man. It's going to be death all over the place, man. And we're going to have to prepare ourselves mentally for it. Being able to see relatives laying down, that's going to be unalived, you know. Watching people turn into cannibals and animals, man. Going back to their beastly state. That's what we facing with, man. That's what we kind of coming into, what we going into. You know, like I said, I'm have to probably fix my parents something to eat. You know, on I got a gas bottle on a gas burner that I can sit outside and, you know, maybe cook some breakfast.